Welcome, Generational Health. Learn about generational health. Pass on your health, optimal health, to your children, your friends, and your family. Today we're going to go over 5 different ways to pass on generational health. Number 1, of course, brain before body. Visualize and optimize. You must see it before you believe it. See yourself being of the optimal health, of perfect health. If you can't see yourself being of amazing, perfect health, then how are you going to be of that perfect health? If you see your friends and family as not being capable of being super healthy, change your mindset and not change your friends and family. You can't change your family. Well, some would argue that you can. Yeah, I would say to add more people into your life and keep those beautiful relationships thriving by adding more service to your relationships. Okay? So visualize and optimize. Optimize. Think of the optimal situation. Increase your benefit to the world, your benefit to yourself, your love for life, just one little step a day. One step every day is how many steps a year? 365. Think of it as 1% you gained yourself in greatness, in being better than you were yesterday. Then over the year, you will have 365% more greatness. You can do it. Visualize and then optimize your life. That is number 1. Number 2 is superior exercises and fuel. You must hit up that superior exercise. And I'm not talking about just a walk. Jai, go over there and be quiet for a few minutes while I record, please. Superior exercises is not just walking, running like a child, sprinting at any moment. I could remember when I was in Costa Rica and someone told me something beautiful was down the beach and I just started running, sprinting. To be honest, I don't even remember what I was looking at. What I remember is his response and my feeling of greatness when I just took off running, full speed sprint, just because I'm a child at heart. I'm still a child. We're all children of the Most High in His image. So realize what we're capable of. We're capable of greatness. Our bodies are meant to thrive, run, jump, play. So to be able to get to that point, I believe that calisthenics is one of the greatest methods of exercise. Why? Because it's mimicking our basic movements that we did when we were a child. Every child, unless they have congenital defects, which is under 4% of the population, unless they're have special needs, again, under 4% of the population. Every child, 96% of children, squat down in a deep toddler squat. They do little push-ups. They run. They jump. They play. They express themselves. They are free. We can do that easily. I just want to jump up. I could jump over to this scene right here. Yet I don't want to. Should I do it? We don't need to do that right now. Tune into OG Fit. Get some exercise in your life. Just 10 minutes of exercise can completely change your life and get you able to go for those hour walks every day and have fun, not be in aches and pains. Walking is great. Some of the centurions of the world that live till they're over 100 and are independent, they walk every day. Yet most of them probably do some type of calisthenics or some form of that. Like in Japan and Okinawa, they get up and down from the ground over 20 times every day because they sit on the ground, not in chairs. It's very important to have superior exercises and superior fuel. What is superior fuel? It's unprocessed. It's unprocessed. I know you get so much information, most likely, about nutrition and it's overwhelming. We get marketed millions of times. We've heard hundreds of podcasts and videos, maybe read some books. Hopefully you've read some great nutrition books that are more like textbooks with information in them about studies. The studies are out. An apple a day could decrease your chance of diabetes by over 28%. It's simple. The fruits and vegetables are filled with water, filled with fiber, filled with all 6 classes of nutrients: carbohydrate, fat, protein, vitamins, minerals, water. Water, water, water. We're like 80% water, so are fruits and vegetables. When we start refining foods, when we start cooking them and chopping them up and letting them sit, we press orange juice and let it sit for so long and drink it later. It's not as optimal, but there's stages, there's steps. So if you're not having any orange juice, buy some 100% orange juice at the store in a container. Once you get to that level and switch out your soda cans for orange juice, then switch that orange juice out for some fresh pressed orange juice. You let it sit for a few days. You realize how much more glorious it tastes and feels when you drink it fresh. Start drinking it fresh. Start drinking it fresh. Eating a fresh orange, making sure that quality of produce is there. Organic is sometimes better than conventional, yet sometimes conventional is better. It's not labeled organic, but it's local and it's delicious. It costs like 30 grand to get organically certified. Sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not. Make sure your produce is gleaming and beaming like you shall be once you consume it on a regular basis. When you consume it on a regular basis, you'll crave it, because that will be the food that you have an appetite for. But if you're only craving specific processed foods because they taste the same every time, and you're a slave to brands and labels, Burger King, Doritos, Mountain Dew, Kit Kat, get over it. Start slowly, just one meal at a time, changing what you eat. And then you will have a much easier time practicing those superior exercises and getting that superior fuel in, which will again make visualization and optimization that much. It's not going to be easier, but you will be stronger. You will have trained your mental muscle to be able to realize that some sacrifices are blessings. You sacrifice suffering for joy and ecstasy, or euphoria. Euphoria is a natural state of mind. Look it up in the dictionary. Euphoria is a natural state of mind. We are meant to be enjoying life, not suffering life. We can feel great, yet a third of the United States, or affluent places, because it's spreading all throughout the world, once we get affluence, we get the diseases that follow affluence. There's a big difference of diseases of affluence and diseases of poverty. In places where people are impoverished, they don't have the foods that they could eat all the time, and the chairs they could sit in all the time, and the screens to watch, to be able to increase their chances for heart disease, cancer, diabetes. Those are some of our top killers. Okay, there's many more. COPD. These things don't really affect people of poverty the way they affect people of affluence, because a lot of our food is packaged. Start just one meal at a time. If you change one meal every day, or one bite every day, and just have one extra piece of fruit every day, try one extra new meal a day, swap one meal every day, 365% gain in the year. Now, to be honest, all you need is to swap out about 20 different meals, because you probably don't eat more than 10 or 20 different meals, maybe 30. Start switching them out. Make a healthier version of what you have. Have a little less processed food, a little less consumption of animal products, because all throughout the world, and our studies are that when we lived more in tune with nature, we weren't able to just hunt and eat meat all the time. Some would even argue that our biology is not really meant for animal products. I would just say, just keep it 10 or 20% or less of animal products: meat, cheese, dairy, all of those eggs, all of those things produced from animals. Get much more foods in from whole plant foods to have that fiber, because no animal products have fiber in them. They also don't have a high amount of water. We also process heavily animal products. And we either cook it, or we put oil on it, we put salt on it. to get a few foods in that are optimal fuel, untouched, unscathed. They are there waiting for us. A peach tree, a banana plant, a cereal, a cherry, fig. You could grow them. They could grow for you. The ultimate stock, the ultimate generational health, plant food forests. Number 3 is service and relationships. What service are you doing to the world? How are you building your relationships? Are you an asset? If you are on a ship, who would you want on that ship with you if you were stranded? And if you are on that ship, how can you serve others? How can you increase your skill? How can you tell better jokes if that's what your service is to the world? How can you massage people better if that's your service to the world? How can you speak more articulately so you can help people and persuade people to be able to do something that you think or maybe know that it is better for them to do and be? If someone is doing something that harms them, or if a child is walking into the middle of the road, can you persuade them to be in a safer place and be more aware of their body and consequences in life? We're free to do anything we want, yet there are consequences to every action. What is your service, and how are you building relationships? Are you an asset to relationships? How long is your longest relationship? Why would someone want to stay in a relationship with you for longer and longer and longer? What are you bringing to the table? What is your service? We all have one. You can do something better and without as much hardship as many other people that are struggling. For me, health and fitness, simple. Exercise is easy. It's not that it's easy, but it becomes simple to me. And I am so much stronger because I've trained that it almost seems easy, but it is still challenging. Someone I know who runs 100 miles at a clip, he said the most challenging part of running his 100 miles is tying his shoes. Sometimes I feel that way. I just jump into it right in the morning, my 10 minutes of OG Fit training, make sure I get to it. It's second nature at this point to do that and meditate and do my affirmations and read a book every day and get optimal fuel into my body, eat fruits and veggies and grow them, have whole grains, have beans, have legumes, have these wonderful things in my diet that I know have exceeding health benefits, that have high amounts of nutrition in them. That doesn't mean that you have to be so strict with your ways that you're not enjoying your life. Okay? It must be enjoyable. You must visualize again and optimize brain before body, or else the body's not going to respond. If you really don't want to do it and it's like painful every time, create your generational health in smaller steps. You're running a marathon before you even train to run a mile. That's why it's painful. If you run that mile first, a marathon will be awesome and glorious. Yes! You will love it. Celebrate life. So what is your service and relationship? To build generational health, visualize and optimize, superior exercise and fuel, service and relationships. Number 4 is create regenerative, fill in the blank. I create regenerative videos. I create regenerative food forests so that I'm growing bamboo. I know that's going to regenerate. I throw this mulch down. I know it regenerates. I create topsoil so that worms come in here and mycelium or the running bodies of mushrooms start to fill up my land and space. They communicate with me. I communicate with them. We have a certain vibration. I feel great around a food forest. I feel great. I love my passion about nutrition, health, mindset, and fitness. So I spread ogfit.com with the world. It's my service to the world. I make sure to keep on serving, building relationships, and creating a regenerative way of living. Because this video will live on. And I will find a bigger and better team, and I will keep on pushing myself to get this in public libraries, to get this in books, I've written many different books to get this on different platforms, to get it all around the world so I could build relationships around the world with my regenerative videos, my regenerative audio, my regenerative books, my regenerative farming. Create regenerative art. It could be so many different things. This table is probably over 100 years old, I was told. Create something regenerative. Sign your table if you make that table. I haven't even searched this for a signature. Put it on the top, put it on the sides so people can see it, so you could regenerative. Maybe you don't need to be known. Maybe it's big enough that whoever made this table is happy that I'm using it and spreading this message of regenerative health, generational health. Create regenerative something. What do you do? Throw it in the comments below that is regenerative. Knowledge and wisdom. Very important. Knowledge and wisdom. Keep on reading books. Keep on learning. You get so much information every single day, millions of bits of information. Is it the information that is getting you from here to here? Are you getting to the next level? Are you going from here to here? Because honestly, we're all born winners. We're all born in generational health because it was 1 out of 2 million. Even if you have no arms and no legs like Nick Vujicic or congenital diseases and still thrive past them. Many people have thrived from here to here because of a trauma, because of a supposed limitation. But we are all unlimited in our capabilities. We are, in fact, the unlimited potential of greatness. That is what you are. You are the unlimited potential of greatness. Say it with me. I am the unlimited potential of greatness. Amy Mullins was born, I believe, with no legs past her kneecap, and she got, with technology, she has been able to have synthetic legs where she is able to compete at world-renowned levels of athleticism. She speaks on TED Talks. She is amazing. Check her out. If you don't know TED Talks, check them out. Check out Amy Mullins. Knowledge and wisdom. We are able to do anything. Knowledge is the accumulation of truths. To accumulate truth, you must have a prerequisite of admitting that you're ignorant. Admitting that you don't know. Because if you think you know constantly, then we can't fill up that cup. If you think the cup is full, it can't fill up anymore. Your cup is meant to overflow, yet you must know that you can always receive more knowledge. When you receive more knowledge and accumulate that knowledge, no one can take away from you. Read books. You don't read a book a day, read a book every 7 days. You don't read a book every 7 days, read a book a month. You don't read a book a month, just read one book in a year. Read one page today about something that you're interested in that you know will take you from this level to this level. Knowledge and wisdom. Wisdom is different than knowledge because knowledge, you accumulate that truth by admitting that you are ignorant about it and can learn more, because we all, I think, have experienced how it is to try and educate someone or persuade someone about something that they think that they know already. Very challenging to get across. If someone thinks they know something, they're not going to be open to getting more information and knowledge, even if what they're doing is not working and they're stuck at this level and you're at this level. They're stuck here. They don't believe it. They can't see it. They can't visualize it, so it doesn't become true. But if you can see it and visualize it and understand that you can get up here with more knowledge, then you accumulate that knowledge. But to get up there, it's not just learning that knowledge, it's the wisdom. It is applying that truth into your life. Knowledge and wisdom are two of the most valuable assets that you can ever have. In fact, without knowledge and wisdom, how would we know that something is valuable, or even how would we even understand how to be joyful without some type of knowledge and wisdom? Because there are people around the earth that have not seen people smile and been overwhelmingly bubbling with joy in our natural state of euphoria. Look up euphoria. It's a natural state of existence. But some people, their state of existence is so not natural. They're eating tons of synthetic food in a synthetic box, a man-made box with man-made, constantly saturated with negative negations about themselves, saying, I am less than greatness. I am greatness on display. Giving the affirmations of positive. You're stuck in those relationships, and you're visualizing, and you're not optimizing. You're stuck without exercises and without good fuel. You feel that you're stuck and you're not servicing other people. Your relationships are not benefiting you. Add more people. This is the right step. Keep on watching me. Keep on watching me. I will show you ways of regenerating your life. You can do it. Pick up some hobbies where you are creating regenerative lifestyles. Pick up a book, get some knowledge and wisdom. This went double time today because generational health is a big topic. Come and get it, and make sure you stay with your generational health. Thank you so much. Visit ogfit.com for more information.